What's going on, Met fans? My name is Randy, and guys, today we got topics to talk about, and we definitely got Juan Soto to talk about. We got Ronnie Mauricio, up-and-coming prospect, to talk about, and we got Luis Angel Acuna. Guys, we got to get started with Juan Soto and what's going on with him. And I mean, in his last 14 games, no home runs, a 438 OPS. I mean, come on here. He's 7 for 51. This is really struggling for Juan Soto. I do not like the at-bats that he's taking. I don't like the passive approach that he's taking. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm looking at his at-bats, and I've been looking at his at-bats for the last, 15 games, for sure 20 games. But just in general, this guy is they're getting ahead of him in the count. And he is literally every single time behind the count. And that is something that that is not what Juan Soto does. That is not what he's known for. Juan Soto is known for putting the pressure on the pitcher every single time. And now it's looking like a really passive approach. It was a third base and first base runners in scoring position opportunity for Juan Soto, and he takes a fastball right down the middle. I feel like Juan Soto, to me, has been way too passive. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what the hitting coach has told him. I don't know what he is trying to do. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. I get it. He wants to work a walk. I get it. He wants to work his walk. He wants to get on base. I get it. He has one of the best visions in the game when it comes to plate discipline. But, I mean, when it comes to Juan Soto, we're looking at the last 14 games. This is a 7 for 51 with one double, no home runs, 6 RBIs, 4 runs scored, a 137 batting average. This has been really horrible to watch. And I'm just hoping that he gets it going here. I mean, Juan Soto is not hitting, and that is a concern for the New York Mets. I think that the Mets should be concerned about that. And I get it. It's Juan Soto. He's going to get out of it. But, man, it's not looking good right now. And to me, he's just taking too many pitches. Too many first. He's not swinging much. It's like he's always behind the count. I'm just not a fan of it. I hope that I get it. He likes to work counts. I understand that. But, man, like, the at-bats, the hitless days, I don't know what's going on, but this is not the Juan Soto that we know. Now let's get into another topic, guys, and we are going to talk about Ronnie Mauricio, up-and-coming prospect, guys. We know that in 2023, he came up for the New York Mets, had a cup of coffee with the New York Mets for a little bit for September, and then he played in the Dominican Winter League in 2024, and after that, he got, Dominican Winter League in 2023 in the offseason, and he got hurt. Tore his ACL, had to have a surgery, and then he had to have another knee surgery. So it's been a long time for Ronnie Mauricio, but it's looking like he is back, and he's looking like he is ready, and he is looking like he is himself right now. And he has been awarded the Player of the Week for Syracuse, and really awesome for the New York Mets and for Ronnie Mauricio, because he is, in his last 4 games, 571 batting average, 8 hits, 6 RBIs, 2 home runs, 2 walks, a 1,659 OPS. Ronnie Mauricio, to me, is a very impressive prospect. To me, he is one of the most guys that has that potential. He has that potential. When it comes to Brett Baty, when it comes to Mark Vientos, when it comes to Luis Angel Acuna, to me, Ronnie Mauricio has the potential to be better than all of them. I feel like this guy is a switch hitter. I've been tracking his whole career from the minors, and he's a switch hitter, guys. If you don't know, he's a switch hitter. He's very tall. He's strong. And this guy has speed. Like, if you look at an Ellie De La Cruz build or an O'Neal Cruz build, this is a guy that Ronnie Mauricio, you should be excited for. If you're excited about those guys, you should be excited about Ronnie Mauricio. So I hope that Ronnie Mauricio gets the call up soon. I know that we're gonna talk about him in a little second, Luis Angel Acuna, but to me, this is about Ronnie Mauricio. Ronnie Mauricio is a guy that has the power. He has the swag. He's impressive. He plays a pretty good defense. It's not like And he has all the tools. He has all the tools. And the injury really, really messed him up and after 2023, because he would have had an opportunity to play third base. Like you saw Mark Vientos take that job from Brett Baty, Ronnie Mauricio would have probably took that job. So at the end of the day, all we want is for our Mets to be better. And Ronnie Mauricio, to me, is a guy that is key to this season. He's a guy that is important. He's a guy that can make a big impact. And especially offensively, he can make a big impact. So we'll see what happens. But now we got to talk about Luis Angel Acuna. And going to Luis Angel Acuna, to me, is a guy that he started the season hot. He was looking good. He was getting his hits. And all of a sudden, he stopped hitting. All of a sudden, he's not playing much. And obviously he's not playing much because he's not hitting. But Luis Angel Acuna was a guy that in the beginning of the season, in the first month, it's like you don't even want him. You don't want him out the lineup. You don't want him out the lineup. And to me, I feel like Luis Angel Acuna is an important player for the Mets. And the thing is, when it comes to Luis Angel Acuna, his speed is what's really amazing about him, his speed. And that is something that's next level. It's something that not a lot of guys have. And Luis Angel Acuna has that working for him. Now, I mean, we're looking at his last 15 games here, a 179 batting average, 7 hits, 5 runs scored, 8 strikeouts. To me, the at-bats just have been different lately for Luis Angel Acuna. And I don't know if he's just not getting enough playing time. I don't know what's going on. But to me, Luis Angel Acuna, he has to get better. If he wants to stay in the majors with the New York Mets, he's going to have to pick it up offensively. And I hope that he does. But this is a guy that if he doesn't really get it together, we might see a Ronnie Mauricio come up and him go to AAA. Now, I don't want Luis Angel Acuna to be called back to AAA because I feel like his speed is something that the Mets really need. The team really needs. And you've seen multiple examples of a shallow fly out to left field, and Luis Angel Acuna is on third base, and he scores like nothing. His speed is very, very essential to this team. And I really like Luis Angel Acuna. He also plays really good defense as well. He has a really good arm. So there are a lot of positives when it comes to Luis Angel Acuna, but offensively, he's hit a skid. And I'm hoping that he gets out of it. But if he doesn't, a guy like Ronnie Mauricio is around the corner. And now, after now being today's May 27th, he is eligible to be called up at any time. If the Mets want to call up Ronnie Mauricio, they can call him up today. Now, we will see what happens. But, man, if you enjoyed the video, definitely do me a favor. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about Juan Soto. Let me know what you guys think about up-and-coming prospect Ronnie Mauricio. Let me know what you think about Luis Angel Acuna. Do you think that he deserves to stay with the Mets right now? Do you think that Ronnie deserves to be with the Mets? Let me know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.